What's going on, you guys? It's The Mix. Welcome back to the channel. You guys have been showing a lot of love lately, and I really appreciate it. If you guys are new here, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, you guys, your opinion on this video, and I'm always down to hear what you guys have to say. So with that being said, let's get into it. Today's video, you guys, I'm talking about 7 feet tall, another Filipino player of Filipino descent, currently playing basketball in Hawaii. We're talking about Sage Tolentino today, you guys. Sage Tolentino, he's 15 years old. He's a sophomore at Maryknoll High School in Hawaii. He actually has been contacted before by Gilas representatives, and at the time he was contacted, he didn't have a Filipino passport, but I believe now he does, and he has actually been added to the player pool, recently added with Kai Sotto and AJ. So I'm gonna make a video in coming days about the possible front line for the Gilas with these 3 players, but today we're talking and introducing you guys into Sage Tolentino. Again, like I said, he's 7 feet tall, just a sophomore in high school, playing in the United States. Although he's playing in Hawaii, it's still the United States. He can still get recognized, and he can still be recruited by Division I coaches. So you guys, Sage Tolentino, like I said, 7 feet tall, huge player. He's actually been playing very well this year at Maryknoll High School, but it should be noted, I think people question the competition level in Hawaii, but just so you guys know, Sage Tolentino, he played against California High School Mater Dei this past summer, and he put up 17 and 10 against them as a sophomore. So, and that's premier talent of any high school team across the United States. So just so you guys know, he put up those numbers against Mater Dei. And Sage Tolentino, you guys, I think people have interviewed him before and they've asked him if he has Filipino passport, and at the time, like I said, he didn't, but now he does, and he's very happy to have that, and he's very interested and very excited about possibly playing for the Gilas down the road. So if just looking at Sage Tolentino from a pure basketball standpoint, he's pretty advanced for a player that's 7 feet tall. Sometimes I think basketball players that are 7 feet tall, they don't have the skill set that matches with it. But Sage Tolentino, if you look at some of this footage, he's a very skilled player. I think he likes to play outside of the paint a little more. He's like a face-up type player at this point, which is very familiar to Kai Sotto. But even then, I think he's more of a skilled offensive face-up player than Kai Sotto was at this age. I think if he was playing in the Philippines, people there would know more about him. But I think he's really starting to make a name for himself, not only in the U.S. recruiting circuit, but as well as potentially a Gilas player down the road. And really just another thing that extremely stands out to me is his shooting form. If you guys look at this footage again, his shooting form is very pretty. You can tell that he knows how to shoot the basketball, and it's very fluid, and that's only going to get better, guys. So for a player like Sage, who's a young player, developing player, and really viewed as a prospect, I think he's advanced for people, considering him to be a raw player. I think he can finish around the rim, very soft touch. Kind of reminds me of like a European big man. High basketball IQ as well. Really knows how to, look at reads and read them and, make the right play. I think that for his size, he's only going to get more dominant and stronger. So in doing so, he'll, be able to add to his post-up game and his overall, post game. And just his ability to make shots effortlessly, I think was what really stands out to me. If you just look at that shot he just made, you can just tell that he's going to develop into a very skilled offensive player. I really like watching him play, and his jump shot is so fluid for a player who's this tall, and at that young age, it's very exciting to watch. And if you just think about it, like I said, I'm going to make a video in the coming days about this, but if you think about the potential front line that the Gilas could form in the 2023 World Cup, in which they're hosting with Japan and Indonesia, if you just look at it off the top, Kai Sotto, Sage Tolentino, and AJ, that's a very big front line and very formidable. We're looking at those 3 players could potentially be in the NBA, if not serious NBA prospects at that time. So also Sage Tolentino, you guys, comparing him to Kai Sotto, obviously because he's 7 feet tall, but also because their skill set is very similar. So I think for 2 players like this that are very similar in skill set and size, it just makes for an exciting time in Gilas basketball moving forward. Having two prospects like this. When's the last time you guys heard that the Filipinos had two players over 7 feet tall on one team? And at this young age, it's very, very exciting because I only think they're going to develop into especially dominant forces down low. And their face-up games are already advanced, so it makes it even easier to become an overall offensive threat. So you guys, I just wanted to give you guys a little intro and an update into Sage Tolentino, you guys. I think he's a very, very promising player. Very, very promising, actually. I think he's one of the more exciting players in the Gilas radar moving forward. And for him to be compared to Kai Sotto and for him to potentially play with Kai Sotto down the road is just an extremely exciting idea that I have in my head, and I'm sure in the head of the Gilas executives that pick the team. So with that being said, you guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think Sage Tolentino's ceiling is and what type of player he can be, and if he's a potential impact player for the Gilas in 2023 or in the next coming years. Also, do you think he has NBA potential? Let me know in the comments, you guys. Love to hear what you guys have to say, and as always, have a good day.